Alright, hello! Welcome back to the Great North Gardener, the best place to be if you're just starting out with your garden, or you're looking to be a bit more adventurous with it. Here you can find help in starting and creating a garden for your home. And today, we're diving straight in with a great way to multiply your plant family propagation. So if you've got one plant you absolutely love and want to get more without spending a fortune, this is the video for you. We're going to break down plant propagation into 4 super easy steps, showing you how to turn one plant into many just using simple cuttings. Don't worry, you don't need to be a gardening pro for this one. We'll go through everything you need to know, from the tools you'll need to which rooting hormone works best. And trust me, that bit's important. Get ready to become a propagation pro. Let's get started. First things first, let's gather our propagation posse. The tools that'll help us on this plant multiplying mission. Don't worry, we're not talking about anything too crazy or expensive. To start, you're going to want a good, sharp pair of pruning shears or scissors. And I mean sharp. We want nice, clean cuts on our plant cuttings, no nasty crushing. Next up, you'll need some pots or trays to plant your cuttings in. You can use anything from old yogurt pots, cleaned out obviously, to seed trays. Just make sure they have drainage holes. Soggy bottoms are a no-go for our little plant babies. Now, for the magic ingredient rooting hormone. This stuff is like a superpower boost for your cuttings, helping them sprout roots like nobody's business. You can find rooting hormone in powder, gel, or liquid form at most garden centers. We'll talk more about how to use it later, but just know, it's a game changer. Finally, you'll need some good quality potting mix. This is what your cuttings will be growing in, so you want something light and airy that drains well. Cactus and succulent mix works a treat, or you can grab some seed starting mix. Right, tools assembled, let's find ourselves a willing plant participant. You want to choose a healthy, vigorous plant for the best chance of success. Now, when it comes to taking cuttings, timing can make a difference. Generally, early morning is best, as the plant will be nice and hydrated. Now for the snipping. Using your super sharp shears, take a cutting from a healthy stem, ideally about 4 to 6 inches long. Make the cut just below a leaf node. That's the little bump where the leaves grow from. And remember, clean cuts are key, people. Once you've taken your cutting, remove the lower leaves, leaving just a couple at the top. This helps the cutting focus its energy on root development rather than trying to support loads of leaves. It's a good idea to take a few more cuttings than you think you need, just in case some don't make it. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Plus, more cuttings mean more plants, and who doesn't love more plants? Chapter 3. Step 3. Rooting hormone power up. Time to give our cuttings a little boost with that rooting hormone we talked about earlier. This stuff is like magic dust for plants. Seriously. It contains plant hormones that encourage root growth, giving your cuttings the best chance of survival. If you're using rooting hormone powder, simply dip the cut end of your cutting into a little bit of water, then into the powder, making sure to coat the bottom inch or so. For gel or liquid hormone, just follow the instructions on the packaging. Now, gently tap off any excess hormone. We don't want it all clumped up at the bottom. You want a nice, even coating. Think of it like dipping a biscuit in tea. You don't want it falling apart in your mug, do you? Once your cuttings are prepped and ready to go, it's time to get them potted up. This is where the real fun begins. Chapter 4. Step 4. Planting your cuttings and giving them TLC. Grab your pots or trays and fill them with your chosen potting mix, moistening it slightly. Now, using your finger or a pencil, make a small hole in the center of each pot, deep enough to hold your cutting upright. Gently place your cutting into the hole, making sure the bottom node, where you removed the leaves, is covered with soil. Firm the soil around the cutting to secure it in place. You want it to feel snug, like a bug in a rug. Now that your cuttings are all settled in, give them a good watering, just until the soil is moist. Avoid overwatering, as this can lead to root rot. Not what we want after all our hard work. Place your cuttings in a bright, warm spot, but out of direct sunlight. Too much sun can scorch those delicate new leaves. Think of it like giving them a nice, relaxing spa day. They deserve it after all that rooting. To create a humid environment and keep the cuttings nice and hydrated, you can pop a clear plastic bag over the top of the pot, creating a mini greenhouse effect. Just remember to remove the bag for an hour or so each day to allow for air circulation. And there you have it. Propagation made easy. Now you can multiply your plant collection without spending a fortune and impress all your friends with your green thumb skills. Let me know how you get on with your propagation adventures in the comments below. I'd love to hear your success stories and any mishaps along the way. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you found it helpful, and subscribe to the channel for more gardening tips and tricks. Happy gardening, everyone.